get close, so why you...
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20! Watch the curve! Hey, hold 66!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Pick that. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down. I got 11. He's marked.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 16.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Jackson on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try to get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shane Ray. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Hey, set 380. 72. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 50. Touchdown, defense. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Here we go. Stick down. Check down. Check 43. Switch.
On first down, it's Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Thomas, the 9-year vet, of course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver, dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year, and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A give to Michel running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. White's got a first down and more. He completes it right side to White. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
54 Mike. Screen. Watch the screen. He gets check three. 54 Mike.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Wide open, Julian Edelman. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Come on, up. Mike 50. Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Crunch.
Jackson. Dancing to his... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Switch. Joker.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Dante Hightower on the stop.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Following the fumble recovery, Brady. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt.
Jackson's pass.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson being checked, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go. 22, jet. Hold up. 22, jet.
To throw again. Jackson. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's brought in right side by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. He hits White, complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gronkowski for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Patriots 31, Ravens 17.
Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Set, hot, 15 on it, 15 on it.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Third down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practice.
So for the Pats, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.